We're putting this TIE fighter into my large custom LEGO Star Wars creation, and I want your opinion if you think it belongs there or not. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Brickanics, and this is episode 19 of building the Inferno Squad on Endor, which is a large-scale custom LEGO Star Wars creation based on Battlefront 2. In this episode, we are going to finish building Platform 4, and we're also going to see if a TIE fighter looks good in the build or not. So let's go ahead and get started building. So this week, my goal is to finish building Platform 4, and to do that, we need to add the landing pad on the top. So I need to arrange these plates in such a way that I have the right size, but it's also going to be sturdy. I also have to think about adding corners. That was a bit of a challenge to get a beveled edge to the front corners of the landing pad. And I also have to keep in mind that I'm going to be using studs not on top as well as studs on top to design the detail or the surface of the landing pad, which you'll see how I accomplish that here in a minute. Now, for the moment of truth here, now that we have a pretty good beginning, we just want to see and make sure the size is right. And there you have it. I think it's looking pretty good so far. That's a good size, and these corners I think look just fine. It's gonna look great once we get some details on there. So yeah, man, I'm feeling pretty good about that. All right, let's keep on building. All right, so we finished the platform, and I think it's looking pretty good. I really like the amount of detail and texture that we were able to build into the surface area. I decided to go with the railing here, which I think looks pretty cool. Just a little bit of detail here, which I think looks nice. The caution area, because we don't have the railing, makes sense there. And then just mixing in a little bit of white using studs not on top, as well as some yellow detail in here with a little caution. Yeah, I think it all looks pretty good, and just some raised elements on here as well I think helps to add some detail to the surface. And I'll tell you, one of the things that's really important for me when I'm making a surface like this, a floor or a wall or whatever it is to be symmetrical using the different lines of the plates. So all the different plates I like to line up so that they're symmetrical around the build. I see a lot of builders, when they go to tile off a surface, there's no like pattern to the way they're placing the tiles down, and it doesn't look as good as if you pay attention to the pattern and make it symmetrical, but also add asymmetrical elements into it. Like these don't necessarily follow the same pattern. These aren't over here. This is different. I have a caution back here, but not over here. So I think being symmetrical but having asymmetrical elements really helps with the detail of a surface. So all in all, I'm really happy with this. We're gonna have a couple cylinders to put in here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the base or the pillars to the platform. Look at how clutch these quarter round saucers are coming in. Man, that looks pretty cool. And it's going to be a really nice transition from the pillars of platform 4 to the top landing pad of platform 4. That's going to end up looking pretty cool, I think. And you know, the underside of platform 4 is anti-studs, so I think this is going to help provide a nice bit of detail underneath and just really make for a nice transition. So let's go ahead and get the top on and see what it looks like. All right, so I'm excited for a couple of reasons. One is I'm really happy with the way that the platform turned out. And two is I think I finally figured out how to use this camera. I wasn't getting everything in focus that I wanted to before because I was shooting at too low of an aperture. And now I've got the aperture set up a little bit higher to get more of what you're seeing in focus. So hopefully the picture is looking pretty good now. But let's take a look at the platform here. It's looking pretty cool, I think. I mean, obviously, I'll lean on you guys to let me know what you think, but we have some really good details, and I'm just loving the way that the top of the platform looks on top of those quarter round dish plates or cylinders or whatever saucers, that's what they are, saucers. So the underside here looks pretty cool. That transition works out pretty nicely. And then I just added some, whoa, I'm gonna knock it over with this camera. I just added some additional details on the side here as far as just some antennas and some lights. And yeah, pretty happy with the way that that's sitting inside there. So here's the question I have for you guys, right? Here's the question. Do we leave it, you know, like this, right? With the platform there, and I got to get these trees in here, and I think that's going to make it look even better. Or do we think that we can put a TIE fighter on top of here, and do we think that might look pretty cool? Let's go ahead and grab that TIE fighter and see what it looks like. Here we go, guys. TIE fighter on the top of platform 4. What do you think? What do you guys think? I really need to know your opinion here because there's a couple things that I'm worried about. One, does it make the build too tall in comparison, right? Are we now just too tall for the rest of the build? Two, how is the scale compared to the platform? Does it look like it's too big up there for what the platform is? Those are really my main two concerns. I kind of like the idea of having the TIE fighter in there because that's really the purpose of the mission, is to secure platform 4 and grab a TIE fighter so you can get off the planet. So it kind of makes sense to have the TIE fighter on there, but it's not needed 100% for the MOC to be, you know, successful. I don't think. I think it'll be good without it, or do you think it's just better with it? So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about that. So I can confidently say the next episode, episode 19, is going to be the finale of the Inferno Squad on Endor. I just need to add the trees, another ATST, and some additional plants around the build and the minifigures. So I really can't justify that being a video on its own. So the very next video is the finale. I can't say it's going to be this next weekend coming up. It might be 2 weeks from this video to get all that done and to film this the way that I want to. But the next video is the finale. And if you have not seen what this bunker under here looks like with lights, then watch this video right here, because this is pretty cool and I can't wait to film that in the finale. So thanks again, guys, for watching this video. I appreciate you. Make sure to remember to like and subscribe, turn on those notifications, and I'll catch you in the next build. Check out that video later.